1.4 million foreign visitors arrive in Bali each year, but many areas are still quiet. The most recent data on Bali's tourism has been made public by the Central Statistics Office. According to data, Bali received more than 1.4 million foreign visitors between January and the end of October 2022. Hanif Yahya, the head of the Central Statistics Office for Bali Province, told media that the data reveals the volume and demographics of visitors to the island of the gods. Foreign visitors that arrived in Bali Province directly in October 2022 registered 305,244 visits, up 4.84% from the same month of the previous year, which recorded 291,162 visits, according to Yahya. It's interesting to note that the massive inflow of visitors for the G20 summit in November is not included in the latest data. Given this, it is safe to say that Bali has met its tourism goals for 2022. Data for November and December will be made public in December and January, respectively. Minister for Tourism and Creative Economies Sandiaga set Bali the goal of receiving 1.5 million foreign visitors and 7 million domestic tourists soon after borders reopened in February of this year. By the end of October, it was revealed that Iguatane Ngurah International Airport had received 9,569,494 travelers. This included 3,145,526 international journeys, 6,358,071 domestic journeys, and an additional 65,867 passengers who were merely passing through Bali Airport. Australians continue to make up the majority of foreign tourists to Bali, accounting for 28.18% of all arrivals, according to Yahya. Travelers from India, the UK, and the US trailed them closely. Russian visitors, who made up 3% of all visitors from other countries, came in at number 10 on the list of most frequent arrivals. 95,988 Britons and 119,978 Indians combined traveled to Bali. The local economy was impacted in some way by each of these guests. Yahya provided information about hotel occupancy, another crucial indicator of the effect of tourism in Bali. The room occupancy rate, TPK, for star-rated hotels was 46.28% in October 2022, a significant decrease of 0.17 points from September 2022. The average hotel occupancy rate for non-star hotels, such as modest independent guest houses and B&Bs, was 22.98%. This information was gathered from both 5-star and 4-star hotels in Bali. Although the occupancy rates in the hotels seem low, they are really averaged across the province. The hotel occupancy rate is steadily increasing in places like Ubud, Canggu, and Nusa Dua. Although this is fantastic news, many hotels in East, North, and West Bali are still in a state of chaos since tourists are reluctant to visit the already less traveled regions of the island. However, this hasn't stopped East Bali hoteliers from expressing their hope. Reporters were told by hotel owners in Karangasem Regency that they are relying on last-minute bookings from foreign tourists over the Christmas and New Year holidays to boost revenue. The plan was always for Bali to recover this year. Bali has been aware that achieving pre-pandemic arrival figures overnight would be difficult as international borders across the world gradually opened up. In order for communities to exist, it is crucial that tourism revenue returns to Bali as the backbone of the local economy. A number of projects that Indonesia has undertaken are intended to promote travel to the nation, particularly to popular tourist destinations like Bali. This year saw the much-anticipated introduction of the digital nomad visa. Digital nomads and other tourists can live in Bali tax-free for up to 6 months with the B211A socio-cultural visa. The introduction of the new second home visa has also been announced by the Department of Immigration. The 10-year visa category is intended to entice high incomes, qualified business owners and retirees to establish a base in Indonesia. Some have criticized the second home visa as being discriminatory, claiming that the requirement to show a bank balance of more than $130,000 won't directly benefit many small businesses in Bali.